Welcome back to the world of Tapir. The story thus far is that the false Sun crew, in pursuit of the rod of divination that was stolen by Dr. Todd, as well as Surazal's cane, which was also stolen by Dr. Todd, they have infiltrated the base of a cult that they had run into earlier, called the Roots of Yggdrasil. And after taking down some of their defenses that contain Todd's experiments and causing a lot of chaos and breaking free a unwilling blood donor, to say the least, they made their way to the titular roots of what they considered the world tree, a tree they were feeding sorcerer blood into in order to coalesce it into a single fruit, which was, again, one of Todd's experiments. After fighting the few remaining members and eventually fighting the fruit itself, they managed to successfully eradicate the cult. And that is where we will start, as snow is starting to fall into the quarry. The tree has withered and branches are creaking and cracking. Some of them starting to collapse or some of them starting to fall as they are fragile. And
decaying and being covered in heavy snow.
Exactly.
I would like to go up to the cult leader.
The cult leader was consumed by the fruit and became its body.
Right. Well, then I'd like to go over to the pod where hopefully he dropped the scepter.
Yeah, so what was once the cane had then become a staff in the hands of the cult leader, and very briefly, before the fruit dropped it when being eaten by a T-Rex, had become what looked like a spear. But now it is shrinking back into its cane form.
That was an awesome fight.
Oh my god. That was so
intense.
different.
Old man.
That was
Hello?
intense.
Yeah, goodness
You hear a
gracious.
sound
Yeah,
of clapping from above.
I will look towards the clapping.
Todd is clapping as he is walking down on a staircase made of his floating slimes, which are floating down in front of him and becoming solid enough for him to step on, and then repeating the pattern as he walks down and says, that was wonderful.
Todd.
Got quite a lot of data from that. I learned the limits of my magnum opus, and I learned that there is still some work I need to do. But you were a wonderful stress test on my creations. And for that, I thank you.
Corvus is wanting to immediately jump this fool right now.
Hey.
Finally, he makes it to the ground level where you are all situated.
Yes. Just make sure next time that you do any of this, it does not in any way involve us.
Well, That's up to how the wind blows, is it not?
Hmm.
I don't like it, but if I get a bunch of cool shit, if we have to go through stuff like that again, then I'd be okay.
Well, the wind
We're just
Fair
and
gonna
enough.
you
start
can
looting
blow me.
bodies.
I'm just gonna
Real
be
quick,
holding the
cartoon
cane over my
whisper
shoulder.
stories. What's this guy's name again?
Honestly, I'm pulling out my
It's
scythe
Todd.
right now. I'm pointing it as close to his neck as possible right now. It's like, do not come closer. We are not tools for your amusement or your analysis.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Mm. Oh, Corvus is peeved. 19! Yes!
Yeah. He looks at you, looks at the scythe, looks back at you, and adjusts his glasses, in the way that they cause a glint briefly, obscuring his eyes, and says, "Well, we have our disagreements on the last part, but I am satisfied with how this experiment has ended. At least for now."
You thinking you're gonna get away from us? Right now, right here?
I would like to walk up to Corvus. Corvus,
What is it, Captain?
try not to forget that he's going to be helping us take down the big mafia guy who wants to hurt your mom.
That reminds me. I was so caught up in watching the action that I almost forgot. So, you wish to know what I know about Vermilion?
Mm. Corvus is just taking a deep breath and like relaxing her feathered arm right now.
Alright.
Yes.
He gingerly
proceed.
just uses two of his fingers to slowly push the scythe blade away. Yes,
Mhm.
well, we do have some information. What's the words for it? The vault. He has a sort of a vault in which he stores some of the more important secrets.
Nodding.
Okay.
And do you know why they're so important?
The secrets to long life.
9-9.
Hold on. There's a knock on the door. My girlfriend's asleep.
Ah. It's because, to put it in one word, it's leverage.
Hmm. Leverage, you say, against you over your
Against
life?
9. The way he employs me is by funding my experiments. No, the leverage is for many others. Nobles,
I said about that.
generals, kings and queens. He has
Hmm.
secrets on people that they wish to not get out in the world. And
The cat's name was Vermilion, right?
Yeah, Vermilion.
All right, cool.
yes, he has leverage on some very powerful people. And if that were to, let's say, spontaneously combust, that would severely damage his operations.
Hmm. I see. So you want us to basically eliminate his income being a blackmailer. Huh.
There's it's the way he facilitates his ability to operate. You must forgive me for trying to maintain the careful wording. I don't want to give you any of the wrong ideas.
Intel is one of the greatest resources one can have, and when you're someone as powerful as him, you have a lot of intel.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. So if you can find the vault, then you know where to hit him in a place where it hurts oh so much.
Hmm. Okay.
The trouble is that, well, he's moved the vault since I learned of it.
Mm. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm sure we can figure something out for it.
Well, good luck with that. I'm going to go my separate ways.
We're good at finding stuff. Fraser says as she loots bodies. She said she was doing that earlier.
Yeah. Everyone who's not talking to, or everyone who wants to loot, go ahead and roll investigations.
Hmm.
Ah, I was given ibuprofen and a lot of stinks.
Honestly, I'm also wanting to loot right now.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, sorry, no, 21. 21.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
a 9.
much-
That's a 9, not an 8.
As much as
That's
I
19.
oopsie,
Plus 20.
as much as I would like to loot, I am kind of the captain and talking to the guy.
Yes.
Mhm.
There, it looks like you're busy, so I suppose this is where we go our separate ways.
I'm sure you have ways of contacting us if need be.
The question is, would you be willing to answer that?
Hmm. Hand waving, just like maybe.
Listen,
It depends on how much bullshit we've dealt with in the last 3 days.
understandable. Well then, I suppose I'm going to get going. With ways cold is, I suppose my creations, well, nah, they're fine. This only the prototypes. At least I have this one sibling. He says, like stepping in the puddle. That actually no, there was, or kicking the pod.
I got a nat 1.
So
Rip,
did Corvus.
rip.
Corvus is too
Mhm.
angry. Sushi is probably hungry.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah. He one of his that purple slime from earlier.
What is that noise?
What is that noise?
What is
Oh,
that?
sorry. I forgot to mute
TK.
myself.
Oh, you were stirring something? It was very rhythmic. I was worried we were gonna get
Yep.
copyright struck.
Mhm.
Yeah, as he's joined by that purple slime from earlier, which he pulls out a jar and it goes into, while all the other slimes form a staircase once more. You do notice that they are starting to get sluggish in their movement,
Mhm.
as Frost and Rime starts to coat them. With each snowflake landing on them. And he makes it to the top and starts walking away as the crunching of the snow under his footsteps gets drowned out by howling of wind.
Hmm.
So,
I just like completely off topic. I mean, kind of on topic of D&D, but I just had a really great idea of how to do a flare.
What?
I had a really good idea of how to do like a flare gun for D&D.
Okay.
You know, like so that you
Okay.
can like signal to other people in quite a distance around where you are.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is a magical friend and a heavy crossbow.
oh no, you're gonna. Oh wait, you cast light on the bolt.
Cast light on the bolt, fire it straight up.
Not bad.
Nice.
Maybe have another magical friend perhaps cast levitate on the bolt so that it stays suspended in the air.
Install a
Big
deployable
thinking.
parachute.
Big thinking. Big thinking.
God, those parachute army men fucking never worked.
They worked for me.
They never worked for me.
Well, then again, I always got the ninjas and the aliens. I never really got army men.
It's probably
Then again, I might have gotten aliens with army helmets. Anyway, I would usually I like to put them like I would like to hang the parachute off of a fan blade and then turn on the fan.
he's
Mm-hmm.
just like hoodwinked. So go ahead and what was all of y'all's investigations?
Okay,
Bad.
honestly, both nat ones from me and Chalkfee. So
All right.
honestly, too angry to even
So it is
look to bother.
yeah.
to even-
Katya rolled a 10 and Reja rolled a 21.
All right. So in y'all's group looting check,
I was busy talking with Todd, so
understandable. All right. So 2 1s, 1 over 20 and 1 mid.
Mhm.
Okay. As y'all are looting, it seems there's maybe like 3 or 4 salvageable items that seem to maybe be magical. It seems like mostly there was it seems like most of what you can get is maybe 3 or 4 functioning arcane focuses, but whatever seems to have drained them may have damaged enchanted items, or maybe it was their own essence powering magic items. It's unsure, but you do find say 1,600 gold's worth of gems in the various components pouches.
how
Oh,
many?
very useful.
1,600?
1,600 from all the cultists, like scouring the
That stuff can be very good for Corvus and Reja.
yeah.
Yeah.
The most valuable the consistently most valuable thing on each of them do seem to be their various components pouches and arcane focuses. I'll say in all, let's see, the 1,600 worth of gems specifically, I'll say maybe 900 worth of total components, not counting the gems specifically. And that 20 was good. I'll say that You find one Rachel, you do find one particular actually looting the mine, you do find a pouch full of 3,000 gold. Or 300 platinum.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that is 1,600 gems, 800 in components, and 300 platinum. I believe.
Okay.
Total.
Okay. All right.
And of course, there's usable food in their food storage.
How many days worth of rations?
Let's see. There was, I believe, 40 cultists total. Six months worth. If it's 6 months worth, but they would probably expire in maybe 3 months with how small your crew is.
Wait. Even with attendance,
With what?
even with like sushi's attendance.
Well, you need to factor in that this is quite a bit of food for probably somewhere close to 20 to 30 people. We are a group of like 8 at most.
We
Maybe
can
10 or
donate some of the
11.
food. We can
Yeah,
donate
I
some of the
second
food.
that. I say we donate.
Yeah. Not to mention it's being stored in cold weather right now,
Orphans.
Mhm.
and you don't have the
Do
kind
we
of
know any orphans?
you don't have the cold storage that the natural environment here has.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very specific question as
Yeah.
far as the components go.
Yes.
So there's okay, so how many gold worth of the components is oils, herbs, and incense?
Let's go ahead and roll a percentile.
Percentile, where it be the percentile?
It's the
Okey-doke.
2d10.
I actually have outright percentile dice.
Oh, right.
90.
90.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
take a picture if you want to see.
No, that's good.
It's on my pink dice.
Right.
It's sparkly.
well, I want to see the pink. I want to see the sparkly pink dice, though.
I'll say 180 worth with that.
Okay. 180. Okay. I'll make
Uh,
a note of that
out
because
of-
Raja needs that. She's trying to recoup some of what she had given away.
That's understandable. So
I
yeah,
gave away like 500 gold worth, so like that's to try to buy the paints. Okay, let me just
Yeah.
make a note for inventory, and that's 620 left on that.
Yeah.
And I will upload picture.
No, you don't need to upload the picture.
But you
Oh,
wanted to see?
No,
I wanted to see it.
Oh.
I wanted to see it.
Oh, fair. I've seen you roll digital dice. I know you're a luck vampire. I know you're a thief of luck.
There we go.
Oh, I thought that little spot was a tiny dice for the zoom in.
No, that
No,
was
that
where
just looks.
something got stuck on it, and then it ripped the
Oh, that's
like
rough.
fell off or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it ripped a little bit of the felt off.
Yeah. All right.
I see that much like me, you are also plagued with little hairs being everywhere.
Yeah.
Your cat.
I honestly, I think so. Yeah, I think that's cat fur.
Could be cat, could be your own.
It's
Yeah.
way too short to be mine.
I am so glad with that my room is no longer getting extremely dusty every like 2 days, because for the last like 7 years I've been sharing my room with a dog each night. But now
A dog and sometimes like 1 to 2 cats.
for the last like 6 months it was definitely 2 cats. Or for the last 6 months of my old place it was definitely 2 cats. But yeah, I'm so glad that my room, I can actually. This is the cleanest my room has been in a long time, or
Our
the
bed
cleanest
is
I've been able to
always
keep a
like
room.
full.
Yeah.
And Bev and I, and then our cat and our dog, and then sometimes Sean.
Yeah.
And my giant body pillow and mound of
Oh.
blankets.
Oh, I will say one thing.
Hmm.
You do find a barrel of blood, a small barrel. Or no,
Yes.
not a barrel. You find a small bottle, not a barrel.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold on to all of this and we can give some of it to Towel and then divvy out the rest after.
All right.
I have a note of all the items.
All right. So after you gather your loot, what do y'all do?
Is there any more loot we can get anywhere else here before we leave?
I mean, Todd might have left some stuff in his little cabin, but I guess I can scrounge around a little bit.
Oh, yes, let's go and look at stuff.
All right,
Mind
because
if
I
we join you
haven't.
two?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't made any looting checks yet, and
Mhm.
mine's going to be very funny because while I have great perception, I have a +0 to investigation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my perception is much better than my investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing
Well,
with me. I'm only a +1.
well, it's because of
I
the
got
fact
+2.
that I decided to put expertise into perception uh to counter the fact that I have a -1 wisdom. I wanted to have a decent passive perception, so I have a passive of
That's
17.
smart.
Yeah.
My
Uh,
passive insight is 9.
All right.
Ouch.
So go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah, but yo. Piss, it was almost an 18, that's a 5.
Oh.
I got
Okay,
a
and I'm
15.
nice.
It rolled like
Oh,
two faces
I was.
hit
Oh,
it rolled two faces, hit the edge of the screen, and rolled to a
yeah.
5, and I hate
Oh,
hatred.
I've
unfortunately,
got
it
an
doesn't.
18 on mine.
No. I was letting
Oh,
Lavia roll
just them. Okay.
yeah, because you all already like I can't
You've
just let.
all already done looting. I was busy talking to the big man,
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I wasn't sure since we were looking somewhere else.
the goopy
I
guy.
was treating it as like scouring the base itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Lavia, you get the bright idea to go check Todd's workshop. It seems he cleared it out.
Any like blank papers or pencils or anything?
You found a quill and an inkwell.
Good enough.
Yeah. Sorry, 5 is
Yeah, no, I get it. I rolled ass. I
yeah.
almost rolled good. I
Hey,
almost rolled good.
at one point I considered Todd just burning the thing down. But no, he would definitely take his notes with him. uh but yeah, no. Okay. So, you got a fuck
I'll add
ton.
an ink. I'll add ink and an ink pen.
Yeah. On the topic of the
Hmm.
food that y'all found, how do y'all plan on bringing it to the ship? Because it is in crates. It is bulk.
Easy. I assume it's all kept like in the kitchen or something.
Yeah, there's a pantry. I can pull up the full on map to grab a screen. Actually, oh wait,
It should be fine.
no, because Todd drew it, drew the map somewhere.
Katya could also polymorph into something big again, and we can just tie everything onto her back.
Yeah,
Oh my
but then once
God.
we get to the ship, it's gonna capsize.
From all the crates? Or because
From the-
Katya can unpolymorph.
And then get crushed by all the crates.
Yeah.
Well,
then
if
get
you take them
crushed.
off
Right
first.
off, and then
No,
Katya
guys, there's a very simple solution. It's called Levere puts his key onto the floor of the pantry for 30 seconds and opens his door.
Do you want to crush everything in your thing under the crates?
I think right now everything is currently. I can't remember. Well, okay. The reason I'm putting it on the floor is I can't remember. Did Todd give me like a magic item to carry all of my money in? Because I did have a shitload of money from the Dragon's Hoard.
Todd didn't give it to you, but I believe you bought
Not
it.
Todd, Tavel.
Oh,
Tavel.
yes, you.
Tavel.
You bought a magic lock box. That's
Right. That's right.
It's
Then in
small.
that case,
it's small. You can fit gold in it, but and like jewels and stuff. But you can't like fit full crates in it.
no. It was I couldn't. I was. I won't open it on the floor. Then I'll open it like like a door.
Also, I think
I was just opening on the. I couldn't remember if my space was still full of gold.
No, it's not full of gold. It's full of a bunch of assorted loot.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you still have the heads of Cora and Kervaz.
No, after we used Talk with Dead on them, I threw them in the ocean.
Okay. You could get their heads
still
again.
I do still have the Pontiff's head, though. I'm keeping that.
Yeah. The trophy. Oh, do you want to grab another head as a trophy from this place?
Yeah, sure. I think I have, I can use my dagger to cut it off, probably.
Alright. What you taking as a trophy?
I'll head back out into the snow and I'll grab the Dragonborn's head.
Cora?
Yeah, I'll grab Cora's head.
Alright. Oh, Katya, we can hear your sync.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mute again.
Alright. So with
Katya did want to look at the bark on the tree though and take some.
Alright. Yeah, man, the bark comes off, it flakes off pretty easily.
She
takes
like.
Oh. Sorry.
Half a pound? A pound. 1 pound.
Okay.
1 pound.
1 pound of bark.
Yes.
That's a lot of bark if you think about it.
Yeah, maybe, but it's magic tree bark. That's why.
Fair enough.
That's smart. That could be worth a lot, depending on what it can be used for.
Unless killing the thing like took all the magic out. There's
Uh,
value in formerly magic. I mean, hey, you could always just sell it to checks.
The
Checks like old magic stuff that might not be magic anymore.
as y'all are discussing this, Diella,
Yes, Oliver's just saying that while casually cutting off Cora's head with a knife.
yeah, Diella is cutting off the mime's hands. Says, all right, well, guess this is where we're gonna go our separate ways.
Oh,
Was the
really?
mime a thief?
We can help get you to mainland that's not in the frozen tundra if you'd like. Look,
Yeah, Diella.
can we? Do we have enough? Hey, Katya, how many people can teleport at one time?
Let me wash my hands and wait. Do you have the item description? Don't you? Because I don't. It's not on my sheet.
I don't
It's
have the teleport staff. I don't think.
the teleport circle is a 10-foot radius, so whatever can fit in 10 feet.
It's a good thing we have a couple small.
Yeah.
But I'm more talking about like. Don't we have to like hold hand because we have that staff, but we used the staff to get here, and that was
The staff has 3 charges. Teleport takes 2 charges. Teleport circle takes 1 charge.
all right. Cool.
Yeah.
That way we don't have to use up a thing, but it does have to be used by whoever is magic, and I can't remember if we gave it to Katya or Raja.
I think it was Katya.
I think it was Katya.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Diella says, well, are you going to take anything else from the tree?
No, I don't think so.
Anyone got a tinderbox and some oil?
Tinderbox? Hold on.
Oh, I like where you're going with this.
I do it
Oh,
myself, but
I'll-
I'm kind
I've
of
got
tapped
to
out right
oil.
now.
I'll pass you. I'll pass you my tinderbox.
Huh.
You can have it.
Great. And,
There's hair on my strawberry.
all right.
Sad.
Yeah. He's going to just grab twigs and the fallen leaves and just make a big pile at the base of the tree. Anyone want to do the honors?
I would.
All right, Katya, go for it, girl.
Yeah. Do it.
All right.
She like strikes the match and douses the oil and strikes the match and lights it off.
All right. The tree
Bottom, baby, bottom.
the tree having gone dead and dry, it doesn't take long for the fire to quickly spread up it.
That's nice. That's real nice.
Whoever said that catharsis is bad for you didn't know jack shit.
You're onto something there, Diella. You're onto a real truth out there.
Yeah. So, you said you had a way to mainland that's, not a fucking annoying ass walk.
Boat.
Yeah, sure, boat. We'll just go to the port right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Katya, start the. I'll take out I'll take out my not magic notebook that still exists and hasn't burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
That I keep a sketch of the circle in and show it to Katya.
All right. Katya.
All right, do this. It's about 10 feet across.
Katya draws the circle.
All right, it takes like 10 minutes to it takes like 10 minutes to do it. Once you're halfway through, or once you like finish the outer circle and start working on the runes, the other like, oh, I see. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yes, we are a party of many men.
Many, many means.
All right, so you get right up close to finishing it. You just have one more rune to draw, and it will activate. Is there anything anyone else wants to do while they are here?
God damn it.
Hmm. See.
No, not really.
All right.
Yeah, we're just out of here mentally.
I'm out of
Yeah, I
here.
don't know if we're forgetting anything or not.
All right. As you with the final rune, the circle starts to glow, and you have an action to get into it.
Oh,
All right, everybody. I'm gonna climb up on like sushi.
You are as tall as y'all are almost as tall as Diella.
Levere feels
I'll
tall
stand in the
now.
stack.
Yeah, y'all are about as tall as Katya.
And Katya's only
Ooh.
4 feet tall.
Oh. I don't know why I was thinking 6.
Is
Oh,
this what they call short stacking?
all right. So, y'all run through the y'all run into the teleportation circle. There's a green flash, and you hear Diella say, "Ow, my hip!" As
Ooh.
she smacks her hip on the table that is on top of the teleport circle on your ship.
In the
oh
notes,
shit, we keep forgetting about that.
Oh my god, we need to move that table. Are you
the
okay,
keepers have
Diana?
once again put the table on top of the circle.
The you feel the familiar rocking back and forth of the ship. You hear the familiar snoring of the snoring honks of Della. It's seems like things have been fairly quiet on the ship since y'all have been gone these last like 3 or 4 hours, I believe.
I see.
So it would
Yeah.
probably be early afternoon or late morning, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Because y'all went early in the morning. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking back in the notes. Remember a few sessions back when my dice were fucked and I rolled 4 4s in a row?
Oh, that was beautiful.
They were just always rolling 4, and I had to like refresh the page. Luckily I've not had that problem. All right, we're on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy shop and then I'm gonna get a stack. Because I worked up an appetite.
Yeah, Levere's gonna head down to the lower deck and start moving food out of his ethereal space.
All right.
Katya's gonna start cooking.
All right. Doesn't take long for the smell of food to fill the ship. Diella is just sitting and just grabs the nearest alcohol and just starts chugging it. It just sees a keg of. You'll have rum, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, just sees one of your barrels of rum and just drinks straight from the tap.
In the notes, Diella enjoys not being imprisoned by a cult.
I'm not sure we do have them tapped.
There's probably we have to have like a hole or something on top.
So she's just drinking straight out of the bunghole?
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think Levere owns those kegs of rum, so technically she's placing her mouth right on the fuse bottle.
Once she finishes, she just wipes her mouth and says, "Oh, I miss that so much."
Really good for you, huh?
I have had nothing to eat but jerky and snow for the last however long. There's no
I assume it's a
day.
bit hard to count the days with no windows.
Exactly. There's no day. There's no night.
Well, don't you worry. We're having a meal cooked up by a grandma, so
Yep.
I
She's really
need
good at cooking.
warm meat.
if you cry, we won't blame you.
I'm not gonna cry. Why would I cry?
I mean,
Levere
You
just
underestimate just
smirks
how
and
delicious
keeps-
her food is.
Levere just smirks and keeps like moving, like small, like I don't think he can really get the crates out all by himself, so he's just like bringing out armfuls of food.
Yeah. Oh fuck! They had potatoes. Why didn't they give me any? She's just gonna grab a potato and take a bite out of one.
I don't think that's how those work.
Bianca, нет, potatoes are very poisonous raw.
No, they're
Are
not.
they?
Well, that's what I was taught. Oops.
Yeah, I was
Green
taught that
potatoes are poison.
you need to cook potatoes.
Green potatoes are
They're
poison.
really good with butter.
Look, if you're
And
so worried about me poisoning myself, she just holds on to her amulet and her scales shift green. Shift
Well,
from
now
white
I'm
to
worried you're
green.
gonna poison us.
oh yeah, you're natural. You're natural shade
Yeah.
green. Gotcha.
All I had to do was unattune from it. Go back to my natural complexion.
Natural complexion.
Neat.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can eat all the potatoes I want.
My complexion is all natural, Levere says, rubbing his eye.
Levere casually going back to polishing his scales.
Oh, is that what they're
Yeah.
calling it these days?
Mm.
Sushi is gonna
I had a
polish her
horrible
sword.
I had a horrible thing come to mind, but we're trying to be somewhat family friendly. We're trying to keep the jokes to a minimum
Yeah.
of that nature.
We're trying to be
Mm.
family friendly right after Diello was drinking from Levere's bunghole.
Mm.
I'm gonna die.
So, Diella, what's your plans now that you're free? Going back to like what you were doing before?
I think I'm going to go. Nizelak. I want to go to Niselat. I don't care where.
He's alive?
He's a lot. Okay. I'm gonna
That's the uh country where the desert is, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that place.
Yeah. Someplace warm. I need a vacation.
Mm. Gotcha.
What's a vacation?
Well, it's where you go to a place and do nothing but relax.
Yeah.
Huh.
You don't even pillage it?
I mean, it could. If that's
Weird.
relaxing.
What's a little
Uh,
pillaging between friends?
Oh, is that what they're calling it these days? Come on, cheer up. That was funny, she says, elbowing you.
And I'll just turn around and say, "All right, Levere, let's get to pillaging."
huh?
All
I
right.
think that's a good idea.
Do
You
I have to
two.
roll to see how hard I can slap Levere's ass? No.
Roll strength. Unarmed attack. You never want a monk to slap your ass.
Maybe
They got
sometimes
fury
you
of
do.
blows.
Sometimes you do.
Flurry of blows, ass smack.
Wow, that is incredibly mid.
What was it?
16.
Doesn't meet my armor class.
You try to slap Levere's ass, but Levere moves out of the way. Levere turns and you accidentally slap one of the crates.
No.
No.
Oh.
Levere's ass
No.
is
What?
just too thick. He doesn't feel it.
Yeah,
His-
I was gonna say.
Oh.
It's simple. Levere's ass is too fat, and it takes the blunt of the impact.
Yeah, you slap Levere's ass,
dissipates all
your
3
hand is
damage.
ringing. It's like slapping one of
Listen,
those concrete
we've
balls
already
at
made it
Target.
clear Levere's ass can break steel bars.
No,
It
So
bend,
doesn't
not
break
break.
them; it bent them. Also, Levere does drop an armful of potatoes as you slap him on the ass.
Levere's ass melts steel beams.
Levere's ass just did that. Sorry, I just thought of a funny.
It's okay.
I
It's
just
okay.
thought of a funny Breaking Bad joke. Is a character who gets shot in the head, but the way but it was like a end of season cliffhanger because it cuts to black with the gunshot with the person aiming at it. One of the theories is that the dude didn't shoot him; his head just did that. uh, Anywho, all right. Eventually, so what did you make for lunch, Katya?
All right, Baboosh Kitty.
Oh, you're muted, TK.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I know. I was walking back into my room,
yeah,
clearing up in the kitchen.
yeah.
So I forgot what it's called, but there's this Russian dish with like fettuccine pasta and like oil and herbs and diced dark meat chicken.
Oh god, that
And
sounds really
she made
good.
that and some like roast potatoes.
Ooh,
And
delicious.
I don't know what kind of veggies the ship would has, but at least one of the veggies seasoned.
Is it just stroganoff with chicken?
Oh, it's different. It's not stroganoff sauce. It's it's different from stroganoff.
I googled Russian
My
fettuccine,
gra-
and one of the things that
let
So
me
it's
popped up
not
was Paflotsky. Is
You're
that it?
stroking my off.
I mean, if the sauce is mostly sour cream, it's probably stroganoff.
No, it's not really like a sauce. but-
Okay, fair
How does
enough.
one actually make vodka sauce?
Vodka sauce.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
I just need to see if there's is a fight brewing.
All right. Well, Diella
You
takes her.
You boil out the
No, it's
vodka.
not ground meat. Hold on.
All right. Diella takes her plate and heads top deck to eat while y'all discuss, or while y'all do your things.
Rachel's eating.
Yeah, food.
Very
Food
delicious
tasty.
after such a frigid adventure.
Frigid
Nice
and
warm
frozen.
meal.
We're
It seems like
finally
it
free
is a
from
fight, but not
ice.
physical. Frigid.
You good in the living room? Because I wanted to.
That was a deep voice.
Mhm.
What were we doing?
All right. Relax stuff.
Yeah.
Long rest.
All right.
Well,
wanna see-
isn't there something that someone wants to do before we long rest?
I think that would technically be after the long rest.
Yeah, it's after. It's after.
Yeah.
I thought you said you wanted it to happen before. Oh well.
Yeah. So as y'all enjoy your meals and retire to your respective rooms to just decompress, Sushi, as you are resting, you find yourself in your patron's domain. The the s- the slick, oily ground is mixed with the gold of the Tarask blood from earlier, and now there is deep uh, a deep violet mixed in as well. That's a bit more viscous, creating quite an interesting mixture as your patron is sitting at the tea table.
Sup, Slime Daddy?
Alongside the mannequin wearing the mask y'all recovered from Shex.
Are you calling him that in character?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I must say I am impressed with how this is going. We're almost at the precipice. We're almost at the precipice of finally leaving. He says, gesturing to the sky. You can see the two cracks that light is pouring in through are almost touching.
That sounds great.
Oh,
Now I was wondering how things were going with all this special stuff.
well, it certainly fed well. Very, very curious creature that you have managed to absorb.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. He waves his hand, and you can see the the core-like creature that was the final form of the fruit rises from that violet sludge and bends to the will of your patron. Yes, very, very interesting.
That's the special sauce.
Oh, quite special indeed. With it brought really so much power. I would love to know how it was created. Maybe create one of my own once I'm free. Oh, there's so many things I can do once I'm free. And feel
Right?
it. Says as he clenches his fist and the core completely melts and falls back to the floor, rejoining with the sludge.
As long as I'm left with what's mine.
Oh, you'll get everything that I promised you.
The kingdoms of my parents.
Ah,
I'll
yes.
find.
Yes, I will help you. Once I'm free, I'll be able to help you solve that little mystery of. I too am curious.
About the curse or the sea?
About, about this alleged curse that I'm being blamed for.
I wouldn't say blamed for. I've seen your face. You don't match the legends.
What, why are you putting on a voice? I'm right here. I know what you sound like. Don't insult me.
I have no idea.
Shakti, you need to stop watching like country TikToks. They're influencing you too much.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
As a
I'm
Texan, I am
trying.
offended.
I am trying.
You're saying this in front of two Texans.
I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're trying, huh?
I'm trying to stop.
You're trying?
Okay. All right. So, well,
Like,
in
oh my gosh. All right. So, how are we doing?
well, we're doing fantastic. The hmm, so I am very proud of everything that's been going on here. You
Great.
you certainly have become my favorite vessel. He says, tussling your hair.
I'd like, I, I would like to, I'd really like to find out. Mm,
Stop listening to those TikToks.
Not TikToks. I just watched a movie recently.
Stop watching movies with country accents.
It was a really good movie.
What was the movie?
Sinners. It was a vampire movie about the 1930s.
So Great Depression vampires. Gotcha.
Depression era vampires.
Depression era vampires fighting black gangsters from Chicago who had moved back to their hometown in the Mississippi Delta.
Nice.
Also, the
Perfect.
vampire was Irish, and he spent most of the time dancing, and there was a whole
Nice.
bunch of really good
All
music.
right. Well, back to the game.
I am fascinated to find out about your history.
Ah. Well, It's not. It's not all that interesting. It's a tale as old as time. I was a mage once. I ended up looking into things that I thought I could control. I became so powerful. At a cost, of course. I was imprisoned, and I thought I saw a way out, and I got imprisoned here.
Finally.
Yep.
Well, if I hadn't killed that man, maybe we would never have met.
True.
But first, that
Hmm.
assassin fellow, or whatever his job was. Whew.
Yeah.
Would have left you in your cave.
Oh, I would have been found by someone eventually. Been here for uh 11,000 years. What's another 11,000?
Has it always been a sword?
No, as I mentioned. Okay. I spent. It was 1,000 years for my first prison. And then I thought death would be. I thought death would be an escape. It turns out that was a mistake. And this very sword was quenched in my own blood. I was a god at the time. Well, sort of. It's. I was something at the time.
Mm.
Well, I assure you that we can change places.
You'd rather be in here?
I'd rather be the god.
That's not all it's cracked up to be.
We'll see.
Alright.
Mm.
Well, you run along now. He snaps his fingers and you wake up. Anyone else have anything else they
Yes.
want to do in their long rest?
Yes.
Alright.
It's been a little while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
We're just gonna talk to the Autumn Princess.
Okay. Alright. So the as you focus on your mirror, the flowers that you've grown in your room blooming a little bit brighter, and you stare deep in your reflection, and your reflection blinks back.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh my
you
gosh.
turned her into a T-Rex.
Yeah.
She ate
So
it.
much cool stuff.
She ate it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Can you imagine how bad it would have been if it didn't drop that thing?
I know, right? But
Oh,
Katya, that was awesome.
you
I don't
were.
know if she'd seen a T-Rex before or if it because she saw me as a T-Rex, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I want to go back to that dinosaur island again though, because that was fun.
It was
But
fun.
that was so awesome. That was an awesome fight. You saw it?
I saw everything. I was I was helping you the entire time.
I know you're helping me. I don't know if you see exactly everything, but you know the what tabaxi? He was mean to me.
Oh yeah, the one with the flower crown.
I like the flower crown, but then he turned it to mushrooms and then he was mean. I
Yeah.
didn't like that.
Yeah,
Do you
no.
see how bloody I got?
You were
Holy crap.
leaking.
I know. I was like, I don't know, 1/3 of like what I usually am.
Oh
I don't know if
yeah,
that
no.
makes sense, but like I was ow.
Oh yeah, no. But
But
claiming
then I got
clutch.
mad.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
so screw the enemies, and then really cool healing I did and stuff, and then the tree thing, and then that was an awesome fight.
Oh man.
I feel
That-
like I got stronger.
That is the kinds of those are the kinds of fights that I've heard about in tales. That's something that'll go down in legend.
Yeah. But like that was so awesome. That whole thing was awesome. And then we got so much stuff, and I'm holding onto everything until we can give some to Talbot and then figure out to do the rest. But there's so much money.
Yeah.
So much gold.
Oh man.
I got a lot of awesome stuff. Oh, you saw my paint too.
Yeah.
I love that paint.
It was the paint's really cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Have I done any pranks lately? I don't know. I think I've been busy with fighting.
It's been a while since we've done a good prank. Got any ideas for when you get to the mainland?
I'm not sure. I know we have to like drop off Diella or something soon, and I don't know what all we're doing, but I'd have to check. I don't really pay too much attention to some stuff because there was a lot of food, and that food was so yummy. I'm trying to think of good pranks though. What's something? I think of something that you think was cool. I've been doing mostly minor pranks.
You could always go to a temple and try to swap heads.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I did some stuff with temple. I'm trying to avoid the one for like when that Corvus goes to though, because I kind of like her and I don't want to like upset her.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard about that one. I have heard about that one. I have known
Yeah.
people who have been on her shit list, and well,
I see. I don't want to do that.
yeah, probably don't do that.
Yeah. So like others, I don't really care too much about because I mean, it's not like I serve them.
Yeah. Well, I am so glad to have watched that. You are my favorite form of entertainment.
I'm your favorite. That's good. That makes me happy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I can see a whole lot of other because I'm stuck here and you're the only one with the mirror. But out of everyone who's had the mirror, you are the most interesting and the most entertaining.
Well, I try.
Yeah.
Because I like to have fun. Boring and I are just not compatible.
Which is what makes you so great. I couldn't have asked for a better friend.
Aw, thank you.
Yep. All right. So, what's y'all's plan from here?
I think drop off Diella and then
Oh, right. Drop off the LS, sell the
probably
stuff, figure out a
yeah.
prank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to buy some more stuff because I sold off some of my spell component stuff for like hollow, which honestly I've been thinking about doing, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure because that might mess up stuff here on the boat. Because you remember that revenant, right?
Oh, yeah.
See, if he ever manages to come to this plane, like I need to be able to have one place for sure I can go to, besides,
Well, yeah.
Mama and Papa's place, because that's so far away from here.
Yeah, you need
I was
a
thinking of
place-
thinking of casting Hollow on the ship, but I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that yet.
Well,
But when I am, like maybe I'll want to.
well, as long as you make sure
Oh
that.
wait, I am strong enough. I just don't have the components. I remember now.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll be great protection, not just from not just from that asshole who's hunting you, but also just from undead in general,
Yeah.
and demons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and devils.
That'd make things so much better. Just Revenant really freaks me out.
Yeah.
Going to stabilize a town once and cause chaos and
Oh,
get
they
a
act like
high-ranking
there's-
paladin dude killed. That was totally not my
Okay,
fault. I'm not
it
the
was
one
the
who killed
line
him.
of duty. He should have expected it.
I know.
Look,
Like,
all
come
you
on.
gotta
I'm
do is
nice.
yeah,
I mean, I do pranks, but I'm nice, right?
yeah. Of
I
course you are.
totally didn't deserve that.
Look, he took it too far. He's the one that took it too far. He took it personally.
Yeah.
It wasn't personal.
Yeah, and I mean that's how I got the cloak too. He stole it from my ancestors.
Yeah. The
What a jerk.
yeah. As long as you don't go to the astral plane,
Oh, I
shouldn't
know. I need to
have
be
to
so
worry about.
careful. Yeah, 'cause if I go there, I'm
So careful.
pretty
I
well
mean,
screwed. Unless I learn how to do something like there's something like plane shift or something. Is there something I can learn? I don't know.
I don't know.
Just something to get me out there if I ever need to.
And you can always banish yourself.
Oh, that's right, I can. You know what? That
But
works.
I mean, you wouldn't end up
Yeah.
here, though.
It would be random, but
Well, no, if you're in the astral plane, you would go back to your home plane.
yeah, but it'd be random where I'd end up in my home plane.
Oh, yeah, true.
That would be interesting.
That would be. Hey, maybe you end up close to where I am.
Oh, that would be neat.
Yeah. I would love for you to come visit.
Oh yeah.
Bring your friends if possible.
Remind me, where are you?
Technically the Feywild,
Oh, right.
sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's part of the Feywild, sort of.
Okay. My family came from there like a long time ago, and then we kind of settled like, here.
Yeah.
Not like
Actually,
here, but like
if you
here.
banished yourself, would you go to the Feywild or would you go to your world?
That's a good question. I'm not actually sure because I mean, technically, my race is from the Feywilds, but like I was born in this world.
Yeah.
This is like my home world, but
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you.
It might be a good thing to find out, but I don't necessarily want to find out either.
Yeah. Not unless you have a plan for a way home.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, if you ever do come to the Feywilds, you could try to find me.
Okay.
Then you'd be able to see me for real.
That would be awesome. Like, it's neat being able to see you as me, but like, it'd be nice to be able to see you as you.
Yeah. I have beautiful soft hair.
Did someone just drop their phone?
That's what I was wondering.
I heard the sound of like a T-Mobile notification, and then
Yeah. All right. All right.
Okay. I'll try and do that sometime then.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you can find a gate to the Feywild.
That could be cool.
Could be cool. Or maybe you can find. Maybe you could find a. Ooh, I wonder. Do you think that if you found some way to plane shift, would the mirror be able to be used as a focus?
Huh. That's a good question. Huh. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Oh, question.
So many questions.
I I want to know, like, how close am I to my next tail? You know,
Well,
I always bug you about it.
I know.
Hmm?
My advice, why don't you sleep on it?
Okay. It's so nice to talk to you.
It's nice to talk to you too.
I am so exhausted.
Yeah, I'm not surprised after everything you did. That was
I exhausted
wild.
almost all of my spells. Can you believe it?
Yes, because I'm the one that gave them to you.
I had like, I don't remember how many left. I had like 3 left, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, but
I've got an
that fight gave
entire
me some
system for
inspiration.
tracking it. Because, you know, if I give you too much, your body can't handle it. You'll get seriously
Yeah,
hurt, maybe die, and
yeah.
you
But I
know,
feel like I'm getting, I feel like I'm about to get a new spell too that was like, because that guy was irritating me so bad, and I just wanted to hurt him.
yeah. Think of it like
I
a muscle.
think,
You think of it
I
like a
think
muscle.
I think I'm grasping onto the concept of a like harm spell or something.
Ooh, yes.
I could do so much
Yeah.
to someone who hurts me. Oh,
Yeah.
but I did do a really good job healing it
You
in this
did.
fight.
You
I'm so
absolutely
proud
did.
of
I'm
myself.
proud of you too.
I did a clericy thingy.
You did.
And I mean, I know that's what I am, but
Well, yeah. I mean,
the clericy stuff isn't
only
stuff I usually do.
technically.
Yeah. Yeah, only technically. I
Yeah.
just like the spells I get.
Yeah. I like
And like
giving
I consider
spells
you like
because
a
you are
friend,
so
even though like
creative with
and
them.
though like, you know,
And
I pray to you and stuff, but yeah.
Mhm. Think of it like this. When I give you these spells, things get very interesting to watch.
I'll give you so much interesting stuff to watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, uh, you should probably get some rest.
Yeah.
All right. I'll catch you later, and I'll
All right.
always be watching.
Okay. Night night.
Night. And the reflection ripples and returns back to your own, like, returns back to mimicking your movements. All right. Anyone have anything else they want to do for the long rest?
Mm, I guess I could be praying to the Raven Queen right now.
All right. As you go into a deep meditative state, what is it that you are you gonna cast a spell to? Are you gonna like cast commune or just in
I'll
general?
probably cast commune. I'll probably cast commune.
All right. Oh, do you have commune?
Wait. I think I wait. No, wait. That's guidance. No, wait. No, then I probably have like a feature or something. Hold on. No, that's just a divine intervention. Okay, yeah, we don't have anything. It's just simple prayer.
Okay. All right. What is it that you pray to the Raven Queen?
I prayed to the Waving Queen, thanking her for like her great vast of skills that was able to aid me in such a horrifying trial before me today. And the fact that I saw a lot of monstrosities. I saw a lot of tortured victims. It was just a lot. I was getting numb to that fact. And the fact that the gifts that the Waven have given me in the form of like my spells, they were very useful in entrapping them. And I thank her for all that. And I just say, after all of this, I'm now starting to see that. Thank you for all that you do.
I'll be right back. I
I'm
just
not.
knocked over a bunch of water.
Oof.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. I very much. I no longer feel such urgency to directly hear your voice as I once did like that before. Again, I have so many wants. I've come to realize that I really been holding myself back on them, or maybe I just didn't know. I mean, being raised by Mother Maggie for all that time, it just felt natural to just take up supporting you through the clergy. But then going on to this ship, seeing a bunch of these people, these colorful characters, these annoyances at times, but also some of the most easily supportive people I've come to know. It's kind of making me realize that maybe clergy isn't enough anymore. I felt like I wanted to do more for your in service. Just want you to know that I'll still respect the practices that were taught to me by Mother Maggie, but I want to do more. And if you want to see me go for more stuff, I hope I make you proud to be a supporter, a follower of you. Amen.
All right. As you say your prayer, you feel almost a warmth. You feel a bit of a warmth, not coming from anywhere in particular or anywhere that you can necessarily place.
This feels very nice.
Yeah.
After so long. My old self would have loved this. And I finish my prayer and head off to sleep.
All right. So with everyone's long rest concluded, it's around dusk that are y'all sleeping till the morning or just until y'all wake up? Like are y'all are y'all sleeping 8 hours or are y'all just sleeping until the next morning for like a full 16 hours?
Sushi is sleeping as long as the pile of small animals that she has will allow her to.
All right. What about everyone else?
Sylvia might get up at some time of the night just to make sure that the ship's not like,
Listing.
yeah, just to make sure that the ship's doing all right.
All right.
They're just gonna get up sometime in the middle of the night, and she's gonna look for ingredients and see if she can make some honey cakes.
Mm.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're just gonna be
To
like
help her.
going around the ship, just walking around bored.
All right. So yeah, everyone but Sushi ends up just awake around the middle of the night, going about their own stuff. Diella, despite how it being a bit cold up top, is preferring to, or is sitting, leaning on the mast, bundled up in a large bit of cloth that she found, as she sleeps in the open air.
Mm.
So Corvus, you wanted to do something after your long rest?
Yeah. As soon as like I get myself up in the middle of dusk or the night,
Yeah.
basically walk around,
Yeah.
like yawning a bit, like still feeling like winded from all that fighting. I
Yeah.
go over to the captain's quarters.
You pass by as you exit your cabin. You see Raja in the middle of cooking something. You see and you
I thought it was
go,
Katya.
or sorry, Katya.
No, Grisha was making the honey cakes, and then Katya was helping her.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, yeah, as you exit your cabin, you see Raja and Katya currently making a midnight meal, and you go up top and see Levere is checking the wheel, or checking the helm to make sure y'all are on course.
Levere?
Huh? Yeah.
Sorry. I kind of wanted to ask you something, but I don't want to distract you if you're doing something important now.
No, I'm just making sure that we're not listing. I assume there's like some sort of like lock to put into the wheel.
Yeah, there's a cruise control.
All right. The cruise control is a stick.
Oh no,
that I put to make sure it
it's
doesn't
two
move.
ropes that you tie onto. It's two ropes that you tie onto the spokes of the wheel
Yeah.
and keep them taut.
So, Levere, I wanted to first thank you for what you did earlier today. I just kind of lost my head for a bit there. Seeing Todd again after everything he did.
Yeah, you were a little fired up.
Yeah, I really don't want to put myself out there as like a hothead. It just felt like it was against everything that I with Maggie. I just letting that guy go through is just I don't know if I would have done that if I was in your position, honestly.
And that's why I'm captain.
I
Since I'm
see.
still like stood up on the little thing that lets me see.
Yeah, you're still
So
like
right
looking
now
over
I'm
the
taller than
railing.
Corvus.
I gotcha. So I was wondering, do you think do you know of like anyone who might be a good teacher for me? I kind of want to like improve on like my skills for like the crew. Since I believe like the most recent fight has kind of shown me a bit of like a limitation I might have right now. In which like if I don't really have like my spells, I might as well not be useful for you all. or I have to conserve them in order to like make sure we're all not dying out there. Do you think maybe you might be able to teach me some of your roguish charms?
Uh, I don't know if I can teach much about charms, but I can teach you how to stab good.
Yes, yes, for sure. Like about the stabbing good. I feel like maybe with that tutelage, I could be a much more better aid as a frontline fighter than I've been as of late, as like the sort of like the back, like a mid-range fighter right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of odd because just like before when I first joined on the pirate crew, I would never think of myself as like entertaining the idea of being a rogue because, well, I mean, just look at me. I mean, I I was just a nice girl, just doing everything I can for like my family, just trying to be nice. Even though my uncle, he's a good guy. I just kind of felt a bit off about his professional life, and now I feel like I can sort of now understand why he went with that profession now. Sorry, I'm just so nervous. It just feels like I'm a bit of a hypocrite now, asking that now after having such long held beliefs of how dirty rogues were or how bad they make for like my kind and whatnot. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be a better representation for all Waving Queen followers and Kenku alike. But I see now my place here. I might need to get my feathers dirty if you catch my drift.
Nodding, nodding.
So yeah, teach me how to stab good, as you say. I weakly like raise up like my claw up, like trying to wince up like a muscle and really not showing anything.
Well, the great thing about it is you don't really need to be super strong to be able to use a knife. If the knife is sharp, it'll cut regardless. You just have to be quick.
So speed is the key here.
You need to be quick, you need to be nimble, flexible always helps.
Hmm.
Not every rogue is going to be doing back somersaults, but you know that I do because it looks cool.
Yes, I really would want to learn those backflips and whatnot. You just
Well,
seem very
I can give
inspiring.
I can give you a crash course if you're already decent at acrobatics. Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have proficiency in acrobatics?
Uh, I do.
I'm just saying, like, out of character, because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're taking one level in Rogue, you get expertises and the sneak attack, and I will also be teaching you Thieves' Cant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did have acrobatics as since the beginning. That's why.
Great, congratulations. What are your other proficiencies?
Okay, yeah, like even though acrobatics will now be an expertise, I have proficiencies in Arcana, now Deception. I had Insight, Religion, and Stealth is now also expertise now. So
All
that's
right,
all I got.
so uh, unless you want to, do you have proficiency in thieves' tools?
Yes.
You do.
Okay.
You do now.
Yeah, I do now. Sorry.
I guess assume
Yeah.
assume the
Sorry,
question
I-
is
I-
before
you
the
can
level
use your
up.
Yeah.
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 Because
No.
this is in universe the process of leveling up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't.
So as someone who has plagued as someone who has played decent number of rogues in the past, including Levere, I would say acrobatics is a good one to get you know, if to get expertise in. It really helps for getting out of sticky situations or reducing fall damage because Silver's a cool DM and lets you do that. Not all of them do.
It's half
Mhm.
damage is a successful, unless it's a nat 20. A nat 20 is negating.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Not every DM will
Oh.
do that. A
Well,
lot of DMs will just be like, no, you have to take the damage.
take which damage?
All the damage.
Fall.
Silver's cool and lets us make acrobatics checks to reduce fall damage. Anyway, another good one could be deception if you feel like you want to do a lot of lying. Perception's also good. Passive perception as a rogue is incredible. If you have investigation, getting expertise in investigation would be really fucking good.
Oh yeah, for looting.
Be good
Considering
for
the entire
looting,
party
finding
has
information. I
Oh,
don't
no
Looking for
investigation.
traps.
looking for traps, that kind of stuff. I already kind of have a thing for that, I think, as a kobold.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We
Probably not.
We did discuss that in out of character. We did discuss the stats that would be like as like you, me, and Corvus did all discuss the
Right.
yeah. So
It's just that I am mildly inebriated and I was also playing Freebird at the time.
yeah. Uh,
Freebird.
so
But yeah.
Corvus.
Yeah, Levere. Half of this could also be interpreted as in character.
Yeah. It-
Indeed.
Like, if you're good at looking for stuff, could be better. Good at stealing, could be better. Hiding, very, very important to learn how to hide. If you don't feel like picking locks all that much, that's fine. We've already got a
Corvus is
couple people
here.
that can do it.
Corvus is here at level 11, having the first tutorial level of every thief game. You just have to go pick some locks, avoid like 3 guards, which are probably just Sushi's
You've got
attendants doing like circles
you've got to
very
I would like to
obviously.
3 items.
I would like to say that Levere gives Corvus a quick crash course in Thieves' Cant, and and very quickly puts together like just like uses some of the ink to just like write Thieves' Cant in
Go
various spots on the ship for Corvus to like find, I don't know,
go on,
some like
Levere.
a gold piece or
Say
something
say
in a
some
specific
thieves can't.
spot.
Go
Thieves'
on.
Cant also includes symbols.
Tell us some thieves can't, Biddy.
I mean,
Well, you see, a picture of a house tends to represent a safe place.
That's
Okay.
hobo symbols, not
well, no,
That's all. That counts as Thieves'
also,
Cant.
so thieves can't, in terms of spoken, thieves can't is just casually or is just dropping words that would be innocuous if overheard, but for those who know, they know. Like
Yeah, a secret mix of
syndicate.
dialect, jargon, and code that allows you to hide messages in seemingly normal
Yeah,
conversation.
like
let's get down to the brass tacks.
yeah.
However, speaking in Thieves' Cant does mean it takes 4 times as long to convey a message.
Yeah.
because of all
Ah.
because of all the bullshit you add in.
I have always wanted to just actively have a conversation in Thieves' Cant in
I
one
mean,
of
we
these
do that all
D&D
the
games.
time in Space Station 14. The Syndicate code
Yeah,
words
but
are
like
effectively
Chalky's talking specifically about like a book that was published in England in like
No,
1890 or
not
something.
necessarily. That book was kind of bullshit. It was a really, really rough ethnography.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
So
Let's
as
move
you'll
on from that
yeah,
conversation.
as you'll have as Levere and Corvus have the montage of,
Mm.
you know, teaching the basics of lock picking, the basics of Thieves' Cant, helping adjust her fighting style to allow her to be quicker. Eventually, the smell of honey cakes waft up.
Oh God, food! I forgot to even eat,
I mean,
Captain.
no, you did eat. You ate what?
I did find a nice PDF of specifically 5e type stuff
Ooh.
for Thieves' Cant.
Nice.
Can I have a link? I want to write a model.
Yeah, I'll put it in notes.
Yeah. All right. So as y'all head below, Reja and Katya have made a honey cake. Thankfully, some of the more long-lasting rations that y'all managed to get from the cult was some honey.
Oh my God, it
A honey
looks
cake?
so good. It's wonderful. It's
This
just
is
wonderful.
my
Oh, this is great. I'm gonna
What
have,
the flip note?
yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm definitely gonna look into that. Definitely gonna look into that on my own time.
Yes, I will say, just because this is like made by a group of people, thank you, Tabletop Notch, for a really cool Thieves' Cant book.
This is so sick.
This is cool as hell.
Yeah.
Thank you for posting it on Reddit 9 months ago to r/DM Academy.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all come down to y'all go below deck to find Reja and Katja have just finished making honey cake.
honey cakes. They're like smaller.
Yeah.
They're smaller
yeah.
pastries.
Oh, sorry, honey cakes.
Yep.
No, just one large one,
They're
just like
about like
one
cupcake
large
size.
sweet roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make a jumbo tent honey cake. Or a big cupcake.
Just like a double batch of honey cakes to like 2 dozen.
Big top version of a sweet roll is just like. Anyway,
God, I want a big top cupcake.
I like brownies.
Big Top Cupcake would be pretty cool.
They're so fucking big. All right. Anything else y'all wish to do and
Drugs.
discuss
No, nothing.
as y'all eat these wonderful pastries?
How
No,
are you guys doing?
I could
Oh.
stand to be a little less broke.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
I
You're asleep.
actually.
You're asleep
Why am I asleep?
Well,
because you said you didn't wake
It's the
up.
middle of the night.
I said I would wake up when my people woke me up.
yeah, this is the middle of the night. They haven't woke you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Unless the
I'm just
smell
here
of
saying.
pastries wakes you up.
Nah.
I don't know
We could
about
have
you
sushi coming out
guys,
bleary eyed.
but But I had a really nice talk with Autumn Princess.
Oh, really? Now,
Yeah.
what did you two talk about?
I told her about the fight and like the T-Rex and Katya and all the stuff we got and just a bunch of stuff, and she wants me to visit her. And we also talked about the remnant that was after me. That's in you know, place I don't want to go to. And lots of
Yeah.
stuff. And then she told me to, since I had a long rest and she kind of alluded to something. Do I have a fourth tail now? Or does it look like it's growing?
As you sit down to eat the cake, you do feel a discomfort in your lower back.
Check. I reach my hand back and pat that area.
There is a small tail that has grown next to your other tails, currently trying to fit in the hole in your pants. That's a little bit too small
Oh
now.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys. Guess
Ooh,
what?
What?
We're just gonna go up. She's gonna carefully rip her pants just a tiny bit with her knife. I
Yeah,
can fix that later.
you cut
And
the
turn around and
you,
tails just pop out.
yeah, you
Oh.
cut the tail, you cut the hole wider slightly, and the pain is relieved as your new tail, about a quarter of the size of the others, but uh with your experience with the previous tails, it will grow to be in a week or so. It will grow to be full size.
Look.
Huh. That's quite interesting. It's
I have a fourth tail.
yeah.
This is taking forever. I'm trying to get up to.
Oh, you cut out a bit.
Mhm.
That's so cool. I'm trying to get up to 9.
Oh, really? Now
Yeah.
that's
There's
Oh,
like
are,
there's
are
like
you like
legend.
what they call kitsune?
Well, I mean that could be a term used for it, but we call ourselves the Inari.
Oh, I see. Forgive me, I did not know. Inari.
It's a matter of like just I guess like language, or
So
it's basically the same. It's just like in a
Well,
different
what people
language.
choose to call themselves is a little bit more important than whatever other language this
Okay.
is.
Well, the Fae,
To me, anyway.
we're Inari.
so you're originally Feyborn then.
I wasn't born in the Feywild, but that's where my ancestors came from. We just kind of came over here.
I see. I see. Then pardon me for how I acted before. It just seemed weird as if you were going like an abnormal amount of tail feathers in my head. And that was kind of like freaking me out
No,
mentally.
even for Inari, having more than one tail is like unheard of. It's like once every few hundred, 500,000, whatever. Very rare. But I was born with 2 tails. And then since then I've been able to get now 2 more.
Wow.
You do
It's
it by
incredible.
pleasing your deity and by having favor.
That is quite interesting. Huh. That seems a bit of unfair for the other race.
I mean, again, this is something that doesn't happen hardly ever. So I'm the only one around that anybody that I know knows of. So yeah,
Understood.
but it's
I
neat.
mean,
I've been so excited for this fourth tale. It's taken so long.
mhm. Yeah, it certainly is cause for celebration.
I'm so excited. Corvus, you seem a little different.
Hmm? Oh, me? It's nothing. I was just like having a little bit of a private time with Captain. Just sort of like just trying to figure out the ropes around a new situation. I want to.
A private time with Captain figuring out the ropes, you say? Sounds very fun.
Eyebrow raised.
Figuring out the ropes.
God,
Insight. Insight check. You are
Lavere
being
is-
suspicious.
Lavere is trying his hardest not to burst out laughing.
So just have Lavere vibrating, just face kind of scrunched while all of this is
Hey.
being discussed.
You look like you've had some physical exertion a little bit, and you seem kind of something more edgy. I don't know.
Edgy, you say? Can it be like you might be?
Hmm?
Nothing edgy about me.
What are you hiding? I'm very observant. You're keeping something.
Well, I didn't want to show up over fourth tail listening.
Lavere is face down on the table punching it.
Rachel's doing that thing, like when someone walks around you in a circle or something, with their head cocked and eyebrow raised, just kind of like
DreamWorks face.
Oh my
trying to
god.
show like she knows something's up.
Okay. I'll confess. I'm no longer gonna be a pure cleric anymore.
Oh, so you're not here. Lavere pushes his chair back and falls over.
Interesting
They
choice of
sound like
words,
this
Corvus.
conversation was
Interesting
laugh.
choice of words.
Sushi, you wake up to the sound of Udon laughing and coughing as his ear is pressed against the door, listening in.
She wants to cry.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to join everyone.
Corvus, that you need to work on your phrasing, but does that mean you're wanting to learn skills from someone else then? And since you're with Lavere, are you trying to learn some rogue stuff?
Yes.
Awesome. Can I join in?
Wait, you
I might not
do?
be a rogue, but I have some roguish tendencies.
I mean,
What's a roguish tendency?
Sushi, as you're about to go to the door, Udon stops. He's like, okay, so, Corvus was having a private session with Lavere, learning the ropes, and just announced that she's no longer pure.
Sushi just kind of. Well, I suppose I'll have to test that.
oh god.
Udon opens the door for you.
All right. Sushi is walking out in nothing but yoga pants and a wrap around her chest.
Oh.
Hello, Corvus.
As soon as Sushi walks, she's just looking at her as like, you do know you're still in your undergarments, right, princess?
Sushi's doing a big long stretch.
Lavere coughs on the floor.
Do you want to spar, little bird?
Wait, you say you want to practice fighting still naked without armor? Wouldn't you be worried about getting hurt like before?
Do you guys Yeah. Yeah. I said, do you want to spar?
I mean, like, if you don't really
Sure,
see
I'll
why
take
not.
you up, princess.
I'm just
You're just
concerned
gonna look at
about.
them and eat a honey cake, just staring.
I'm just concerned about like safety, such
Hold on, I'm going to roll Constitution.
Is that to see how long you can keep the laugh in?
No, it's to. Lavir starts choking a bit on his honey cake.
Oh, you're
I
just
rolled a
trying.
9. I rolled a 9, so Lavir just starts coughing.
Captain, are you okay? Oh God!
I'm okay.
Alright, alright.
Oh.
Quick, Corvus, he's choking. You need to perform mouth to mouth.
It seems like he's able to speak clearly, so I don't.
Lavir rolls over and
I
picks himself up.
I think you're supposed to actually pound on him to get that kind of choking.
Oh, so she's got experience then.
Mm. Okay, now I'm starting to. Things are sounding weird.
I'm going to tilt
The
Corvus's
tower.
face back.
Hmm?
So, how about that spar, little bird?
Spar. Wait, I thought we were just going to fight. Corvus is like starting to feel red in her face. What is going on? Oh,
I'll meet you on
oh,
the deck. She just walks away.
and Corvus falls to the ground. What was that? God. Anyone? Anyone can help me up? Burn down. Burn down.
Good luck,
All right.
Corvus.
Well, as Corvus is laying on the ground, dazed and
Lavir is
confused
like,
from the whole situation, I think that's where we're going to wrap this session up.
Lavir, one arm around his gut, the other holding him against the wall.
Oh, you're gonna laugh so hard you vomit.
Oh my God.
All right.
Hold on. Yeah,
You do vomit? Oh my.
a little bit.
So with
I rolled a 7, so a little bit.
with Corvus dazed on the ground, confused about what's going
God.
on, the entire crew having a massive misunderstanding of what happened with Corvus, and Lavir vomiting out of laughter. I think that's where we're gonna end this session. Thank you everybody for watching. Oh, that was beautiful. That is the best way to relax after a boss fight.
Yep.
You're very much welcome for that. That was actually not a.
It never is, and that's why we love you.
Young Metal, it's just you do have a tendency to word everything in the most misconstruable way possible.
Not
Yeah.
not
And it's
always in
great.
this manner either. You earlier you were saying things like, "I am so sorry for betraying my kind," and there's just a lot of phrasing in your
Oh,
words.
yeah. You know exactly what to say to make things 1,000 times worse in the best possible way.
She's already fluent in thieves' can.
Well,
Oh God! Oh God!
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, check out some
Okay.
of the other stuff on the channel. I'm playing Doom 2016 or maybe Doom Dark Ages by the time this
Silver and
goes
I are
up.
playing Silver and I are playing Minecraft.
and Mario Brothers ship. My partner Scraps is playing Ratchet and Clank. And finally, we have another D&D 5e campaign called Ironforge. Okay.
Well,
So it might be coming to a bit of a hiatus. Word on that soon.
Yeah. There's definitely not going to be an episode next week because we're going to be doing a session 0 of a potential new campaign. But there's still like lots of stuff on the channel that we mentioned.
You hear the
Comment
dogs
challenge of the
losing their
day.
shit.
Have y'all ever had a friend who just always said something that was misconstrued in a hilarious way?
thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you
Yes,
everyone for watching.
everybody points
Yep.
at gunmetal and we leave.
Yeah. With that out of the way, that's all I'm saying. That good night, everybody.
Good
night.
night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night.